Hi guys. Did anyone
Hi
get a
Ravi.
chance to... Hi Murli, hi Shishank, hi Divya, and hi Kamran. Did
Hi,
anybody
Ravi.
get... Yeah, did anybody get a chance to execute that MapReduce program?
Yes, Ravi, I could do it.
So if you can share your screen, can you show me the process, what you have done, so that other guys will also understand? Can I make you the presenter?
The only thing is my Hadoop virtual machine is pretty much slow, so I did it in a friend's machine, remoting to his desktop. But the only thing is, it executed if I put in the jar files for the Hadoop 1.2 version. And it didn't execute if I put in jar files for the jar files you sent me. That is pretty much the Hadoop 2.x version, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so that was the, I mean, my friend could debug that thing. That was the problem there. So he put in his jar files for 1.2.x and it worked. And it gave me three files as output. One is the output file and one log folder. And there's one success .txt file or something like that.
Okay. So another thing is, Murli or Kamran, did you get a chance to work on that one?
Yeah, I ran it. It ran for me, so I can show it to you.
Yeah. Can I make you the presenter?
Yeah, you can make it. Yeah.
Yeah. Please share your screen and then make sure that you show the end-to-end process what has been done so far. Okay, Divya, you also please follow to make sure that in case if you have done well and good, but otherwise see what the Murli has done, and then we'll take it from there. Okay.
Okay, Ravi.
So you can see the screen, right?
No. Yeah, I can see the screen now.
So last time when I ran this program, this output. To me, so is it? So this was the output. It gave me this link to check this, check the output of the MapReduce program. So this is what it shows, and it gave me a success file. I looked at that success file. It has the data.
Okay. So please make me the presenter remotely. Please make me the presenter. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is a file.
Okay. Which file did you create your own file, or you have taken the file that is available in LMS?
I created my own file.
Okay. Got it. So can you show me that file once?
Yeah.
And what is the command you are using?
I was using like I want to catch. So HDFS minus
HDFS FS minus cat, exactly the same thing.
HDFS. So this is the file, right? So this is the file. How do I access this file? I did out/success.
It's okay, no problem. Yeah. Please make me the presenter. Let me take it straight away, and then we'll take it from there. Okay.
How to make you a presenter?
You click on my name. You click on this trainer at bc.com, and then make presenter.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Guys, a couple of things that I want to bring to your notice here. Okay, unlock this one. First thing is, when you go to this LMS, okay, you have this map reduce. Divya, you are seeing the screen, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah. In this map reduce, what you are having here is you have this map reduce data set is there. Okay, in this data set, what you are having here is that you are having this one as a word count problem. This is a humongous data set that you are having here. Okay, within this humongous data set, what I want to do is that, see here, when you see this one, this is a altogether a very humongous data set that you have here, and I want to use this particular file as the source or else as the input for the purpose of executing your word count map reduce program. This is the first thing that you need to understand. Okay, and second thing is, Shashank, a question to you. Can you please tell me the command that you have used for executing your jar file?
Yeah, it's Hadoop jar and the path to the jar, and then the package name dot the class file name which has the main class, the main method, and then the input file, and then the output directory.
So
in the
virtual. Is it the same thing that you are doing, or else it is different? Hadoop jar wc dot jar wcex. Wcex is nothing but the name of the word count example, example, and then wc out is nothing but your output directory. Is it the same thing that you are giving, or else you are giving a different thing altogether?
I'm giving I just need, we need to give the input file location, right?
Input file location, see, the place where input file is obviously will be in the home directory, right? Input file obviously will be there in the home directory. So, for example, let me tell you one thing. Right. When you open this one, okay, clear.
Ravi, I did not give the class name as a parameter. That class.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to come here. I specify HDFS. Okay. Sorry, Hadoop FS. Hadoop FS. Okay, I'll specify minus ls. I'll specify here. WCX is there. You are seeing here, right? Suppose if I want to print this one, what should I do here? Hadoop FS minus cat WCEX. Hi, how are you? How is your family, and how is your practice going on? Okay. Now another thing what you are having here is Hadoop FS minus ES. What you can do is that you can also have this one as a word count problem. this scrolls on. This scrolls on like anything. You're seeing, right? This is what is your file. Okay. Now I can use that file as well as I can use this particular file also as well. And one more thing Shashank is saying is that I need to specify the path of the file where your input file is existing, right, Shashank? That is something that you are telling, right?
Yes, Ravi.
But let me tell you one thing. You have two home directories that exist. Home directory for your local file system, as well as home directory for your virtual file system.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose when I use something like PWD, what is your home/Edureka is nothing but your local file system, right? It is nothing but your home directory of your local file system. Okay. Now, if you want to understand what is your home directory of the virtual file system, how can you know that one? What is the home directory of the virtual file system? When you go to this,
and then dollar.
no, not required. When you go to this, when you open this Mozilla Firefox, what you have is that you have this Hadoop name node. Please open this Hadoop name node here. Okay, within this Hadoop name node, you are having this particular browse the file system. Within the file system, you are having something called as user. Within this user, you have this particular Edureka, right? So this is what is your home directory of your virtual file system. Divya, do you agree with me? This is what is the virtual home directory of your virtual file system, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Now, whenever you start using the commands like Hadoop FS or HDFS, DFS, something of that sort, what happens is that it implies that you are trying to use this home directory for the purpose of execution. You are trying to use this home directory for the purpose of execution, home directory of the virtual file system. Okay, and whenever you are using this one, it implies that your files, what are the two files there? The one is wc.ex and then word count problem, what you are having here. These are the two things which are located here. Okay, but within this one, if you are creating another directory and another subdirectory, then obviously you need to specify the location. Otherwise, as long as your input files are existing in the home directory of the virtual file system, there is no need for you to specify the absolute path or the relative path of those what we can say files. Simply the file name should be sufficient. Is it clear, Shashank?
Sure, Ravi. Yes.
That is one thing. Murli and Kamran, I hope you are on the same page, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another thing what he is saying is that we need to specify the class name of the main method, right? We need to specify the class name of the main method that you are telling. Okay. There are two things here. Whenever you are trying to create a jar file through Eclipse, okay, can anybody tell me the process that you have followed for the purpose of creating the jar file? Can anybody tell me the process that you have followed for the purpose of creating that jar file? Guys.
Like the simple process, you can export the file in a jar, and there is two options over there: runnable, and you can, if you are runnable, so there is in manifest file, you can specify the main class name word count. If you specify, then you don't need to specify the path of this thing.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to mention. Thanks, Kamran. One thing is Divija and 1 minute. Shashank. One thing is,
yes,
if you guys are trying to package your wc.jar, okay, and there itself, if you are specifying, suppose you see here, within this one, when you have this map reduce assignments, and within this one you have this one, and here itself you are having three files: patient.java, wordcount.java, wordcount-size.java. These are the three files that you are having here. Okay, but generally in the file what you have created, we have created that file, right? What we have created within that file, we have created three things. One is a mapper we have created as a separate Java file. Okay, reducer we have created as a separate Java file, and then driver code class we have created as a separate Java file, and within the driver code class only, that is the place where you have what we can say specified your main method. But in case if you follow this word count.java that has been already there in this LMS, did anybody get a chance to go through this word count file which is already existing in this LMS? Murli?
I visited over there in LMSs, but that is the class file, is not the source code over there in the jar.
Where did you check that one?
If you go in the desktop, there is an LMS folder. Click the LMS folder. Yeah, click this one and goes to jar.
MapReduce assignments. This one you need to go. MapReduce assignment solution module 3. This one you need to select.
Okay, I went into here and I go through it. Then I understand it. What is the path issue was last class.
Then when you get into this SRC, this is what is your in, and within this in, what you're having here is Edureka, and within this Edureka you have this MapReduce, and within this MapReduce you have this word count. Forward come run. This is the place where you have this word count.
Yeah. But basically, what happened? Like I visit on the Google and I found there is a lot of university side. They have an assignment, the same assignment. So I go through that assignment. So I understand what's going on. That's the thing.
But the thing is that I agree with you. There are so many sources of information that is available, but our intelligence lies in the precious information. The source of correctness is something that we need to really look into. Okay. Now, in this one, what you have is when you get into this one, you have this word count.java. Shashank, if you clearly follow, you have this word count, which is what is your reducer class, sorry, driver code class, and then you have your reduce, which is also available, and then you have your main method, which is already available for that one, as well as where is that map? So this is mapper is there. We have this reducer is there, and then you have your main class, and within this main class, one thing what you are having here is the entire thing has been specified here. The entire thing has been specified for the purpose of creating this one here. Okay, so they have followed a different strategy, which is of MapReduce 2 they have followed, but whatever the code that you have created, that is of MapReduce 1. Within that one, we have your MapReduce base, and then we have your mapper, we have your reducer, we have your tool, as well as you have tool runner, like that we are having the things, right? But the moment once you come on to 2, there is no need for you to extend MapReduce base. You can implement a separate class called as a mapper. You can implement a separate class called as a reducer. There is no need for you to implement that reducer interface or the mapper interface. There is no need for you to do that one. And similarly, this void method will obviously throw an exception, and within this one, there is no need for you to use the tool runner and tool runner interface also as well. Okay, you got this point, guys?
Yeah, basically this one is a inner class that define it, and in the inner class, the scope of the word count is this is the inner class. That's why you don't need it to specify.
So that is the reason what you're having is maybe in one session we are going to discuss what exactly are the differences that you have in MapReduce 1 along with your MapReduce 2, and MapReduce 2 is going to be based on your yarn, that is yet another resource negotiator. That is something that we'll be doing. Okay. Okay. So here you have this particular Java code that is already available here. Java code that is already available here, and then you have this one. Now, this is what is your project, right? Kamran, this is what is your project, right?
Correct.
So whenever you are trying to export, okay, as well as it will be asking you to specify this particular Java file. So you select this jar file, and then click on this next file. Okay.
There is
So
a
in the class
runnable
name,
jar. When you specify, if you go back again, back.
this one only,
Yeah.
runnable.
Yeah. You see the runnable jar. When you specify runnable jar, so you specify the jar file, and manifest is defined at the main class name. It automatically execute. You don't need it to specify class name. It's dependent on how you build it.
But the thing is that you have three classes, right? Three classes. Out of these three classes, we have an the driver code class where the main method is specified. So that is the reason what we do is that there are two ways. I agree with you. You can also have the option of going with respect to this runnable jar, or else a better thing is that to go with jar. So when you are going with jar, automatically what happens is we select this resource, which is nothing but the project. All these things we are selecting, and then it will be asking you to specify this one as EWC or some other file, which is nothing but your WACD.jar. Shashank, you followed these steps, or there is something else that you have followed?
It's the same thing, Ravi. But just that I exported the Java source files and resources as well.
Okay.
I made it like a normal jar instead of a runnable jar.
Yeah,
Ravi,
better
and
thing is
also
that to go with the normal jar only. Yeah, tell me.
and I did not give that main class name in the command line. So
Not required. That's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. When we click on this next button, obviously what happens is that you click on this next. Nothing to be specified and nothing to be specified here also as well. But here I told you, right, there is a place where you need to click on this right control and then click on this F. Did anybody do this one, or you don't do this one, Shashank? Control.
Yeah, I didn't do this one.
This is the thing that you need to do. When you click on this Control F, it becomes to the full screen. And when it comes to the full screen, what you do is that you exchange this one. This is the place where the main class comes here. Within this one, you go to this place, and here you have these three things that are existing. So select this word count. That means that what is happening is, but see, in this source package MRS elements, what you are having is patient is containing the main method, as well as this one is containing the main method, as well as you are containing this main method. So when you are trying to associate a class with a main method, what you are doing is that you are binding that particular class. Sorry, or else you are trying to bind the jar file with respect to this specific map method. With respect to this specific map reduce class. So when you bind this one, automatically what happens is at the command line within the shell interface, there is no need for you to specify that particular class name, Shashank. There is no need for you to specify that class name at that point of time. You got this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got you now.
So I specify like this, and once I specify like this, you click on finish. It says that the compilation error with warnings light yellow, and then you click on OK. Not a problem. This is how this has been created. Control. Yep, you come back to the normal screen. We are good. Okay. So when you come down here, there are things that will be created, right? So once these things are created, what you do is I have gone into this Hedreka home, and within this Hedreka home, this is what is your jar file, and this is what is your jar file. This is the jar file that we use. And the WCEX and then word count, initially what you're having, you have these things that will be placed within the local file system. Okay. When you have these things that are placed within the local file system, obviously what you need to do is that you need to export them to the Hadoop distributed file system, and you know how exactly we can do that one. Okay. How exactly we can do that one, you know that one. Okay. Now, let me come to this one and then take this one here. I want to give this one. Hadoop is there and jar is there. wc.jar I'm giving here. wc.jar means that is nothing but the class jar file which has already been married to that word count class. Okay, that has been married, and once that is done, then what you are having is that you are having this WCEX. What is this WCEX? It is nothing but the name of your input file where it is existing session. WCEX.
This is in the home directory in the Hadoop file system, virtual file system.
home directory of the virtual file system. Okay, and what is your route? This is what is your directory. Now my question is to Divya, does this WC count should already exist, or else this is the first time that we need to create this WC out?
You have to create it like for the first time.
It can also exist also as well. It might also exist also as well. I'll show you. So I'll take out this one. Copy. Where is that one? One minute, please. Okay. You copy this one here, and once you copy, what you do is that you where is the terminal? This is what is your terminal. You click on this clear, and once you click on this clear, what you do is you click on this V here. This one I'm giving. Okay, once you give this one, see what happens. Connecting to the resource manager, job manager, it is specifying here, submitting tokens to the job, running the job. It starts with mapper, and then mapper is 0%, and then sorry, mapper it starts, and then it starts with the reducer. It specifies the percentages also as well. The mapper 0 and then reducer 0. Okay.
What is Uber mod? Running in Uber mod?
Uber is a
False.
specified type of interactive shell mode, and I'll be letting you know once we talk about those administration concepts. Kamran. Okay.
Okay.
Uber mode. Yeah, map is 100%, 0% is completed successfully, and this is what is the log that is talking about here. So where should we go now? I come to this place. Okay, come to this place, go to your parent directory. You go to this headreka. Within this headreka, you can see here 329. Is it not something like earlier this word count is already existing, right, Shashank? Word count WC out was already existing earlier. You remember?
Yes,
But
yes,
is not the modification time is specified here? So it is not a compulsory mandate that word count output directory should be only be created at the time of executing our program. There might be a case that where word count might also exist at some point of time. That should not be a showstopper. Okay, open this one. Once you open this one, is not the time this particular file is created. This has been created right now. Once this has been created right now, what you do is that you please open this one. Once you open this one, here, hi, how are Java family going? Hadoop is no practice your and your. except this R, is it not that the entire output has been reduced within your ascending order here, guys? Did you get this one or not, Divija?
Yes, Ravi, I'm checking if ascending order. I don't.
It is already an ascending order here. 1 minute. Control only have switch on this one. Now check. Shashank, is it an ascending order or not?
Yes, Ravi. First the capital letters and then the lowercase letter.
Yeah, that is an ascending order. Okay, now you come to this place and let me not use only this one here. WCX is my user defined input, right? Okay, but now what it is that I go ahead and then specify problem. I'll specify this one. Hadoop jar wc.jar word count problem and then wc out. Is it clear? I specify this one. See, now what happens? The same output directory, the same class, but with a different input file I'm giving. Okay. Come down to really understand the toper mode, you need to understand this yarn. Okay. If you understand yarn, then only you'll be able to understand this super. So please wait till we come at yarn, and then I'll let you know how exactly we are going to do this one. Okay.
Ravi, one question, like if I want to execute the same thing from the Eclipse environment, I can do it this way?
See, Eclipse environment is basically the local mode. Okay. Now, from Eclipse, if you want to do automatically, what you can do is that you can have the option of specifying the arguments within Eclipse. Okay, and then you can debug and then you can run there itself. That is possible.
Okay.
Okay, but at the time where your this one will be created, your thing, your output directory and output file will be created within the local file system, but it will not be going into your distributed file system. That is the main difference what you can see. Okay.
Okay.
So now, if I go back here and then go to my parent directory, so this is now it is 84, right? 84 WC count. Open this one, and this is what is your 84 only. So now when you start opening, that is not your file, right? This is what is your file that you have got. Dijay, you are seeing the difference. Shashank, you are seeing the difference between, what is the difference between that one and this one?
Yes, Ravi.
Yes, Ravi.
So this is how this particular program has to be created. Okay. Now, one thing what I want you to do is, what I want to do is, you have your, see, word count data set is there here, as well as word count number of subpatients is there, as well as word count find the hard disk and cold disk is also there. Okay, and then assignment data set word size and word count is there, and you have this assignment module 4 as well as assignment module 3 is there. Okay, in module 4, when you open this one, what you have is that you have this SRC. Within this SRC, you have this SIN, and within this SIN, you have this IDRECA, and within this IDRECA, you have this map reduce, and then identify max temperature and whether the Java files are there. Okay, but one thing what I want to do is that whatever all the data sets that has been given here, and within this particular solution, what you have got is SRC in EDRECA, and within this EDRECA, you have this map reduce, and then three things are there. Patient is there, word count is there, word count size Java is there. I want you to import these external Java files. I want you to import these external Java files. How to import? I hope you guys know that one, right? Shashank? How to import? Suppose if this is the file that you are having here, open this one, and then you have something like import existing projects into workspace. You need to select this one, and then you need to go ahead. Okay, import those particular projects. Once you import those projects, what I want to do is that obviously those jars will not be present. Okay, but I told you how to import those jars also as well. You remember, Shashank?
Yes,
how to
sir.
import those jars. Import those particular jars, make sure that they are self-compiled, and then go through each and every phase of the program. Okay, one thing is the information that I have given you with respect to your while we are writing your MapReduce programs is based on MapReduce 1.0. Okay, and these programs what has been written here is of MapReduce 2.0. The programs what you have been given is MapReduce 2.0. Okay, so try to compare and contrast what are the differences what you see over there and what are the differences what you see here in terms of what classes are extended, what interfaces are being implemented, and what functions are being called, and how to submission, and how is the flow of execution. And Shashank and Divya, the one thing that I want you to do by tomorrow is I want you to come up your own comments, okay, own observations of what exactly is the difference between the program what we have written to the program what has been existing here, and then come up with your differences and then share it with the group by tomorrow. Okay,
Sure,
so that
sure.
you're understanding, right, Burley? What I'm saying.
Yeah, I got it.
So I want you to make sure that you come up with those differences, okay, before we go ahead and then start implementing these programs, execute them, and then understand. The moment once you understand, maybe at some point of time we are going to work on the differences between your MapReduce 1 and 2, and then we'll take it from there, and then we'll be taking it from there. Okay, so this is one thing that I want you to do, and then this is only the basic MapReduce that has been completed, guys. Okay, the reason why I'm saying we have completed only the basic MapReduce is two things here. So far in the programs what you have written, we have seen only one reducer that is being working, as well as only multiple mappers that are working here. There might be multiple cases. What are the cases that you can have? You can have you can have multiple mappers and multiple reducers, and multiple mappers that you are, there is something as a advanced map reducing that is there. Okay, this is something that we need to really look into. This is something that we need to really look into the moment once we are going to complete some of the tools within the ecosystem. Okay, I'll be starting those particular ecosystem tools. Anybody knows what exactly is the tools of that ecosystem? What we are talking about? when you go to this ecosystem, see here, this is what is the ecosystem you are going to have. We need to understand what is the scoop, what is Uji, what is pig, what is hive, and then what is flume. These are all the things that we need to work on here. Okay, so far we started focusing on the core programming, but here this time we are going to focus on the high level abstractions. Okay, we have seen what is HDFS and what is MapReduce all these days. Okay, but tomorrow onwards we are going to make sure that we understand what is the purpose of your MapReduce. So it is going to be an analyst module. So far what you have seen is nothing but the development modules, what we have seen. But next time onwards what we are going to do is we are going to see these analyst modules, and maybe we'll see the complete ecosystem tomorrow. Okay, and from the next day onwards we'll be starting with pig. Okay, we go to HBase, we go with hive, we go with scoop, Uji, and then flame and zookeeper. We'll complete these things. Once we complete these things, we'll come back to MapReduce. Make sure that we work on those advanced MapReduce concepts. Okay, before we go ahead with respect to the other things, basically. This is what is the roadmap that you are going to have. Shashank, following.
Yes, Ravi.
So this is something that I want to stop here, and then I want to use the next 10-15 minutes what we are having for the purpose of addressing your queries that you are having before we take on the next class tomorrow. Because I need to stop here today, because the next subject what I need to start is nothing but an altogether new subject that I need to start, which is nothing but the Hadoop ecosystem. Please let me know in case if you have questions, and then we can start discussing them also as well. Shashank.
I have one question related to the virtual box. For example, if I copy some jar file in my local file system, C: some places, and I want to mount that one, I try to mount myself it, and then I stop and start, but it still is not showing it. I'm not sure how I can do it. And if you go in the virtual box, I can show you what I did it.
Can I make you the presenter?
Yeah. Well, my Hadoop installed into the other machine. I am just on laptop, so I cannot. I can like tell that what step I did it.
Okay, let me start sharing my screen.
If you go in the virtual box,
okay.
Yeah, that's one. Which showing to our setting and all thing. This it
Sure.
just yeah, minimize this one, Eclipse. These all things you need to minimize this because we open in this.
It's closing numbers. Tell me.
Yeah. If you, where is our virtual box? We're showing virtual box. This is still Edrica virtual box setting.
This one?
No, this is our, yeah, this virtual box. If you see in share folder, the last one where your cursor, you click that one, share folder. Okay. Yeah, this. If you go in the share folder, plus sign on your right. Yeah. I define here my local file system C: / work my directory some, and I put like checkbox as a auto mount.
You want to have a jar file?
Yeah, like for example, you can take any work directory, anything like a test for test purpose. And then I stop and start it, but it's still not showing to me on file system. It should be mounted if we do like that.
So I click on this big tutorial.
Yeah, you can take like, yeah, you can take this one as the auto mount. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you bring the cursor on your transient folders, just bring the cursor, you read it, something is written. It's showing, yeah, this is the type. List of all share folder accessible to machine use this / VirtualBox this share. When I try to in the browser, this one to access is not showing it. And when I try from the
Command shell.
Red Hat 32 bits, yeah, command shell is still not showing after restart this machine. I'm not sure if you can try it, and if you know, then let me know. And that's tomorrow
This
next.
feature requires guest editions, sir. What is that guest editions?
No, if when I try to this one is saying like that you need a root password for this mount command to execute.
Mm-hmm.
But when we install it, we don't have any root password. We have a Druika only. I'm not sure like which user ID password I need to use to mount it. If I did one, then it will be mounted. Because they're giving this option to sharing, how to share it.
Maybe one thing is this is what is your virtual VM box that you're having. Have you ever tried this one? VMware workstation you have tried, guys?
No, I just installed this one, Oracle one.
Okay.
VirtualBox.
Yeah, I'll check and then I'll let you know.
Yeah, you can tell me that tomorrow. I'm not in a hurry. Yeah.
No problem.
I just want to, because the reason of this thing, if I download anything, I put it in my local directory, so I can easily access it. I don't need to do anything. That's the reason.
But one thing
Any
is that
code,
why
anything.
can't you go into the Mozilla Firefox and then you can also do this one here itself, right?
FTP, through the FTP?
No, not required. You have the web browser here. Why can't you
Yeah.
access this one here? This is the same problem what Shashank was also getting at some point, right, Shashank?
Yeah, also my I have like the wireless in my other desktop. This is not a laptop, this desktop. And that wireless adapter is not configurable in that inside the VirtualBox. Maybe I need to, yeah, maybe I need to do something because these are the, yeah, I'm not getting this. Google anything total.
Yeah, Kamran, I think that's because it's not connected to the internet. You see those two network icon on the top, right?
Yeah, it's always be like refreshing, and it's trying to access it, but not able to access it. Like what I say, like it's not create a connection between my router and machine VirtualBox.
Okay.
So it looked like I need to do something to configure to work internet in that
start
virtual.
configuring, and then automatically what happens is that you'll be able to access your internet here. This is what is this one. Cable connected, and this is the cable that is connected. Bridge adapter has been connected. Okay.
Okay.
See, I'll tell you the thing here. One thing that you need to do is, let me tell you. When you're opening your virtual machine here, okay, there is an adapter. This adapter.
Yeah.
When you start opening this one here in this adapter 2, what you need to do is that you need to specify this allow all. Did you do this one?
Allow all. Okay, just hang on a minute. I have a machine on. I'm checking now.
Shashank, did you do that one? Shashank or Divya?
Yes, Ravi. Yes, Ravi, I did that.
I didn't have to do all that, Ravi. It was direct for me.
Okay, got it.
Okay, I went in the network adapter, and my first adapter is, I am matching with, can you click the adapter 1? I can see adapter 1 tab.
The adapter 1 is denied. This is something that we cannot change. That is deactivated. When you go to this adapter, that is the place where you need to specify allow all.
Okay, allow all. Yeah, it's there. Is allow all and cable connected.
Is there?
Yeah, but I don't have the cable. I have a wireless adapter on this. So maybe like that, I need to do something for the wireless. Yeah, because this is a bridge adapter attached to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Like for the wireless adapter, I need to do it. It's definitely like not able to. Is trying to connect it. Always be green light is moving.
Shashank, are you able to connect now in the internet in the VMware? or still you are not able to?
Yes, Ravi, I got it. I mean, I just changed the setting to share you. I mean, after Divija pointed that out, I was able to do that.
Okay, great.
So except this C, you did anything else?
Nothing.
Allow all only.
If you click on that network icon there, you would see the available connections. So I selected some other connections. I just tried it out.
Inside this one?
No, it's on the top right corner, Ravi.
Yeah, on the top right corner, there is speaker, and then beside that speaker there.
Yeah, there's the network icon, right? Two computers.
Yeah.
Yep. If you click that, yep. So I selected system etho 0, and then
Okay.
and then it got connected.
Yeah, but I try
Okay.
both things. In my case, it's a little different maybe. Okay, I will be try myself with some other option and let you know if I find it.
So that's what is the game right now. Okay. So you please start focusing on these things and then let me know. And so far Murli, and I just want to take a roll call feedback. Divya, Murli, Shashank, and Kamran. You guys are comfortable what has been discussed so far, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sure. So tomorrow onwards we'll be changing the face of the game, and then we'll start focusing on the ecosystems, and then we'll take it from there. Okay?
Sure, Ravi.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ravi.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.